I'm Marilyn Caruso. It's Tuesday, May 19th. Today,
we as a city have a very keen interest in Bill 48.
the mayor seeks advice on a legal challenge facing a provincial bill. Also today, more room for redevelopment, the proposed land swap that could benefit Pantage's Playhouse project. Plus, celebrating the Centennial Cup champs. The community reaction as the Niverville Nighthawks take home their first national title. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Winnipeg's mayor is standing behind the province's Protective Detention and Care of Intoxicated Persons Act, but is seeking further advice following a legal challenge. Joining me now live to explain is CTV's John Hendricks. So, John, what steps is the mayor taking because of the challenge filed against Bill 48?
Marilee, today Mayor Scott Gillingham had the city's Legal Services branch brief the Executive Policy Committee on the possible implications of the legal action. Now, the mayor has spoken out previously in support of Bill 48, which would allow people on drugs like meth to be detained 72 hours, which is up from the previous 24. Those being detained will then be assessed by health officials to determine their proper treatment. Manitoba's former chief psychiatrist, Dr. James Sim, is challenging the bill's constitutional validity, claiming the centers aren't mandated to have physicians, and without their assessment, people with a psychotic illness may be inadvertently detained. In light of that, Gillingham wants to know what options are available for the city to potentially join the legal case to support the law, including seeking intervener status.
We as a city have interest in this challenge of Bill 48. There is an impact on our city staff. There's an impact on social order as well, and ultimately on the people struggling.
Gillingham says he doesn't doubt the doctor's motives, but he believes the bill is, quote, a reasonable response to the reality we face.
So, John, what are the next steps then?
Mayor Gillingham says the meeting today was simply to learn what their options may be, but he couldn't provide a timeline for when that will happen. He says he'll continue to speak out on behalf of frontline city and community workers who are confronted with health and safety risks on Winnipeg streets. His office will also continue to develop a new emergency response unit to handle mental health and addiction crisis. Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, CTV's Jeff Keel will have much more details, that is, about how the city could get into the legal fight to keep Bill 48 in place.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks, John. A sad ending to the search for a missing girl in Poplar River. RCMP say the 6-year-old's father discovered the front door to their home wide open and his daughter missing when he woke up early Saturday morning. Community and family members, along with first responders, launched an immediate search for the child. Boats were launched in the water and the First Nation used its drone. Around 10:30 a.m., the child was found on the south side of the Nanowin River and pronounced dead. RCMP are investigating. Winnipeg police remain outside a North End home tonight following an incident last night. Police cruisers can be seen parked outside the home in the 600 block of Bannerman Avenue, while police tape blocks off the sidewalk in front. Winnipeg police aren't saying much about what happened other than officers responded to an incident there shortly before 10 Monday night. They also say the investigation is ongoing. The Manitoba Liquor Mart is clearing out stock of expiring U.S. liquor products again. The Liquor Mart website posted an update stating the American-made products are now available at all liquor marts in the province. The products are within expiration dates, but a few of the liqueurs are nearing the end of their retail shelf life and have been discounted to sell. They include cream-based products and some wines. Selections vary by location. Revenue generated from these sales will go to as yet unnamed Manitoba charities. The celebrations continue tonight in Niverville as the community honors the newest Canadian Junior A hockey champions. The Niverville Nighthawks scored at least one goal in every period against the host Summerside PEI Western Capitals in the Centennial Cup final Sunday. Niverville claimed the championship with a final score of 4-1. It was the first trip to the Centennial Cup for the Nighthawks, which were established just 4 years ago. CTV photojournalist Zach Kitchen has more from the massive outpouring of support and cheers for the Nighthawks at Smitty's Niverville Sunday.
It's like a storybook that we're telling this season. Right from the beginning of day one when camp started, we had a special group of guys. We knew we had the coaching staff, we've got the organization, the culture, but now it's part of the community, and the community's just embraced the Nighthawks. We've been here for the entire Centennial Cup for the last 5 games, and it is just energy galore in this building when the Nighthawks score. And when we won last night to get to the Centennial final, it was just remarkable. The energy was outstanding.
Awesome game.
It's so exciting. Super exciting. I was surprised in a way, but thank God they made it through. They're a good team. It's good for the community. It's good for the fans. It's good for hockey. In other words, excellent. The spirit, the ambiance, everything is really good.
To see these kids, these young men that haven't quit all year long, that have just come together as a unit. But you know what, it's not just about on the ice, it's also off the ice, how they've integrated themselves into the community through volunteering, going to the schools. What it means to the community, what I hear from the parents is that when the kids are playing their mini sticks, it's the Nighthawks against the Jets, and the Nighthawks always win.
Stay with us. CTV's Joseph Bernacki is live in Niverville tonight for the community celebration, and he will join us live from that big party next hour at 6 o'clock. Right now, though, let's bring in Catherine Dow and get a first look at your Skywatch evening forecast. Boy, I don't even know what to say anymore. At least it's not snowing.
I mean, you know, there's a silver lining we've all been looking for, Marilee. You're right. We're not having any snow. Some places in Manitoba did see some of that over the weekend. Strange for May long weekend. However, we could also not be staying completely dry tonight, as evidenced by our radar. You can see a little disturbance in and around the Red River Valley, and potentially as well as we push in closer, could be bringing a little bit of rainfall overnight. However, it'll be scattered if we do get anything, but it's much more organized over to the east and around Kenora, Dryden, Fort Francis, northwestern Ontario could be getting some showers tonight. However, well, tonight could be scattered a bit all over the place with that precipitation. We have a much surer shot of getting a pretty good deluge care of a incoming low pressure system, but on the back half of that, we get a nice warm up in terms of our temperatures. I'll have details on that later on the newscast. But right now, shall we take a look outside? It's supposed to feel a little bit like boys of summer, but it is not looking or feeling that way out there at Gold Ice Stadium as they get ready to take the mound. 8 degrees out there for a cool night at the ballpark. Northwest winds currently this hour at 26 clicks. Pressure is rising, humidity sitting at 57%.
The CTV Live Eye is brought to you by Bathfitter, exclusive home of the PermaFit solution.
And for those making their way over the St. James Bridge, a little bit of a slow go there, though not terrible in terms of your traffic volumes. Otherwise, looks like there's no major stalls or crashes along this stretch. Nothing there to slow you down.
We're asking for a report on this, and council has an opportunity to vote on this report when it comes forward.
The proposal being considered to expand Pantages Theatre's redevelopment project.
Get Winnipeg's top stories, breaking news alerts, and watch live. Download the CTV News app.
Taking a look at the markets, crude oil lost 23 cents. The loonie slipped to 72.69 cents U.S. Gold futures fell over $46. The TSX lost 92 points. The Dow Jones plunged 322 points, while the Nasdaq closed 220 points lower. Pantages Theatre's redevelopment project could benefit from a City of Winnipeg land swap. The Performing Arts Consortium of Winnipeg has a $62 million design plan for the theatre's redevelopment. Now a motion before the Mayor's Executive Policy Committee is asking the Public Service to look into acquiring Pantages' annex parcel, declaring it surplus and transferring to the consortium for $1. The parcel would be swapped for the city's Watt Street holding as proposed through the Housing Accelerator Fund.
The city acquires that. The city could then declare it surplus and participate, make another contribution towards the Pantages project, which is a very, very exciting and transformative project in our downtown.
The transfer would be in addition to the $750,000 the city committed through the Downtown Arts Capital Grant. The Public Service has 30 days to provide a report, including a response from the Independent Fairness Commissioner to the Property and Development Committee. The NHL draft is coming up in June, and the Jets want you to get in on the excitement. The team has the 8th overall pick in this year's NHL draft. Fans are invited to celebrate with the team at its official 2026 draft party at Canada Life Centre. Recent first-round picks will be there along with other Jets alumni signing autographs. The event will also feature DJs, a Jets gear pop-up, and giveaways. The party kicks off on June 26th at 6 p.m. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster. There's concern soccer fans attending FIFA World Cup events in Toronto and Vancouver will be bringing more than a love of the beautiful game with them.
In most of the communities, particularly that surround Toronto, we see lower vaccine rates. And so as a result, we've got very high risk.
A report from the Public Health Agency of Canada says out of more than a dozen infectious disease pathogens at risk of spreading during the FIFA events, measles is the only one at high risk to the public. Mpox is second, most concerning. Some health professionals question whether Canada's host cities are actually ready for a worst-case scenario.
I think we are understaffed, and this is something we need to seriously think about. How are you going to get, let's say, additional staff?
Both Ontario and BC's health agencies say they're increasing surveillance activities for spread of diseases during the World Cup, and they have plans in place for a potential outbreak. A jam session, 10 years in the making. The school celebrating a musical milestone. Stay with us. Catherine Dow is back now for Spotlight, and we begin today with some concert news.
Yes, some Canadian classic rock icons are hitting the road together, and they're making a stop here in Winnipeg.
Back to my childhood, Catherine.
It's a throwback. I like it. Honeymoon Suite will play at the Burton Cummings Theatre on July 29th, and Lee Aaron is opening the show. Honeymoon Suite has released 9 studio albums since 1984, selling over 1 million units worldwide. Aaron is considered a trailblazer for women in rock. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. through Ticketmaster.
All right, now to a different concert announcement. This one will have Winnipeggers laughing late this fall.
Yeah, so Matt Matthews is described as a comedian, singer, songwriter, and a trailblazer.
When you come in my room looking like that, this is my show.
Matt Matthews is taking his Not What I Ordered world tour around the world, including a stop at Club Region Event Center on December 10th. Matthews captured attention during the pandemic with his viral farm chore videos, and he's since built a devoted audience of more than 15 million followers. His live show will take a hilarious and deeply personal look at life, not really going according to plan. Tickets go on sale this Thursday through Ticketmaster.
All right, speaking of funny people, after more than 30 years on the air, Stephen Colbert is set to sign off from The Late Show.
Yeah, so this Thursday will mark the end of an era in late-night TV.
Well, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thanks so much for creating The Late Show 33 years ago. It's been a pleasure having you back to destroy some stuff.
The pleasure is all mine. I enjoyed destroying stuff. It's great, great fun. Thank you for everything you've done for our country.
Feeling is mutual, Dave. Thank you.
CBS announced the show's cancellation last summer, citing financial reasons. However, many have questioned the timing of the decision, which came just days after Colbert, a frequent Trump critic, called out CBS's parent company Paramount amidst the then pending merger with Skydance. It needed approval from the Trump administration.
A musical milestone is hitting just the right note.
Yes, the School of Rock Winnipeg celebrated its 10th anniversary over the weekend. A live music event was held Saturday at Side Stage Winnipeg, featuring musical performances by students, instructors, and founders, along with a silent auction. The general manager of the organization say they take a song-first approach, where students learn how to play a classic rock song first, and then they break down the theory behind it.
It becomes a really engaging way to learn music with many students, as well as pairing that with the performance element of our school. It gets people in bands, gets people performing, makes those connections, makes friendships, and builds lifelong memories.
School of Rock Winnipeg opened its doors in 2016. Charbonneau says the school now has around 200 students. The oldest student is 78.
Wow, a lot of local talents come through there. Happy anniversary. Hopefully many, many more ahead of you.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Catherine.
You're welcome. And if you feel the need for speed, the primetime lineup has you covered. At 7, Top Gun Maverick brings you the next generation of Top Gun trainees and some old favorites. It's right here tonight on CTV. Another check on traffic brings us over to McPhillips Street. It's looking to be a cloudy drive, but moving along at a good clip.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon.
It's called the Ocean Dream, and you may need to strengthen your wrist muscles just to wear it. Check it out. This rare blue-green diamond recently sold at auction. The 5.5 carat stone was extracted from a mine in Central Africa in the 1990s and then sold for $23 million Canadian. The Smithsonian Institute has named it the world's 8th rarest diamond in the world.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
At least you know if you have to take that off to do the dishes, it won't go down the drain. It's too big.
It's a little ostentatious for my taste. Otherwise, I'd be buying it. Of course, it's within my budget.
Yeah, not much sparkly going on outside.
No, I mean,
today.
There was some sparkle in terms of some snowfall over the weekend. I know folks were super excited about that. I saw pictures of some errant flurries. I even heard some folks saying they were at a soccer game in Winnipeg in the morning and they saw an errant snowflake or two. Happy to report that is behind us. However, there is still some instability to show you. So you can see these little speckles of green here as we push in around Winnipeg and the Red River Valley. You can see very scattered rainfall activity. That's expected overnight. It's a slight outside chance we'll get it here in Winnipeg, but much more organized system that we're tracking over in northwest Ontario. You can see a good chance of some rainfall, maybe some sleet mixed in there as temperatures are going to be a bit cooler tonight. Meanwhile, our Futurecast gives us a better sense of another system that we are tracking, a bit more organized and likely to stick around for a good amount of time here in Winnipeg. So there's speckles currently to the west, but as the day progresses overnight tonight, we're going to see that's what we were tracking in terms of that rainfall and precipitation. Meanwhile, snowfall potentially overnight in Gillam, excuse me. The rest of the province, some clouds here or there. Temperatures getting quite cool around the freezing mark, so it could cause some frost warnings. There's already that in effect in Kenora and surrounding northwestern Ontario. And then into Wednesday, we get some sunshine. Good amount of sunshine to kick off the day, maybe some clouds rolling into the afternoon, and we see our temperatures really start to rebound nicely, back close to seasonal, very close. But as we see from the west, we start to see this system develop, start to gain some momentum, and we're likely to get a good amount of rainfall overnight Thursday, and will likely last into Thursday as well as it drifts up further to the north. But then from there, we are singing in terms of our temperatures and our conditions, but we got to get over that hump first. Tonight's part of that, 0 degrees with that home opener there for the Winnipeg Gold Eyes. We saw a bit of a chilly start. That light chance of rainfall for us overnight with some decently strong northwesterly winds. Then tomorrow we start an upward climb with our temperatures. 16 degrees with mainly sunny skies, although there will be a little bit more in the way of cloud coverage in the afternoon. Southerly winds ramping up at 20, gusting at times to 40 kilometers per hour. Thursday, I mentioned that rainfall. It's likely coming then. As you can see, though, our temperatures are not dropping off. That's the good news. 17 degrees, and then overnight we're really maintaining, staying in the double digits. And then from there, we are on a major upward trajectory. We've got lots of sunshine on the way, and no, these aren't typos. 20 degrees on Friday, that's more like it. 22 on Saturday. Sunday looks to be getting as high as 27 degrees, and we maintain it nicely into the start of next work week. In fact, some early values into mid next week show the low 30s. So we might be making up for lost times in good time. Marilee is saying hallelujah off camera.
Finally, yes.
Yeah, Skywatch picture of the day. I had to take a breather there. Darian snapped this adorable mama fox in Ashern. Not quite, eyes didn't quite stay open for the camera, but thanks for sending that in, Darian. Just a gorgeous mama fox there, not mama bear. And then a lovely sunset over in Norway House. Sage grabbed this one. Thank you to you both for submitting, and keep those weather pictures coming to Winnipeg Weather at ctv.ca.
Skywatch Weather Pick of the Day brought to you by Provivo, Winnipeg's first and only longevity medicine clinic. Redefining health, performance, and aesthetics. Provivo.com.
Well, as I've been complaining about, it was not the best spring weather on Victoria Day, but nothing could stop the sound of bagpipes. St. Andrew's Society held its annual pop-up Piper performance Monday next to Queen Victoria's statue in Assiniboine Park. This year, Matthew Owen Hunt from the Lord Selkirk Robert Fraser Memorial Pipe Band brought the tunes. The Society's president, Dwight McCauley, says there's no doubt about the uniqueness of the sound.
You could hear it coming in a parade half a mile away. I think it's just so easily identified with a certain culture, with the Scots and with the heritage. And Manitoba and Canada has a large Scottish population, really, or diaspora. So, and I think people just like to come out. It's free, of course, just to come out and enjoy the day and have a little entertainment as well.
And here's a little bit of fun facts for you. In case you didn't know, Canada is the only country that celebrates Victoria Day.
Hope that those socks are thick, because as we know,
no kidding,
it wasn't warm.
It wasn't skirt weather.
And that kilt tends to breathe. Very breezy underneath there, and those winds were strong. So,
but he played great. It is a really a nice sound. I love the bagpipe.
We always have. We're Scottish in my family, so we
Okay.
have them at weddings and funerals, and they add a stately affair.
They
so
absolutely do.
Yeah.
All right, we are back at 6 o'clock with much more local news. Hope you'll join us then.